Hey everybody, I just finished another book in the Bailey School Kids series. This is Werewolves Don't Run for President. I figured this would be appropriate for the theme of voting this year and all that good stuff. Yeah. I have two copies of this book. One's a hardcover, one's a paperback. I had the hardcover first and absolutely loved it. It reminded me of renting these books from the library and yeah. The story itself starts off with these kids. They're cutting through the cemetery to go to this campaign rally thing that the president or the runner or candidate for president is coming to give a speech, and he stopped off at Bailey City to do it, and they're supposed to be doing some kind of book report on the president, and they're cutting through the cemetery when they run into a what do you call him, like the FBI agent or whatever, and he asks them, what they're doing. He's, supposed to be securing the president. So they lead him to the actual rally, and yeah, the president starts talking, and yeah, we learn some things about what the what a campaign is, what the platform is, different things like that. Yeah, this was a very educational book, so I wasn't like super into it, but yeah, I mean, this was fine for kids to learn the basic rules of voting and protesting and different things like that. So I mean, that was fine. Yeah, as far as the werewolf stuff goes, they meet this guy named Mr. Youngblood. That's the guy on the front cover, and he's very hairy. He has a beard, and he's seen with other characters from the last books that have werewolves in them. I haven't read the one about camping, the werewolves don't run summer camp or something like that. I haven't read that one, but I did read the one about the werewolves don't hula dance. I did a review on that on Instagram, but yeah, so that was pretty cool. Seeing characters from previous books pop up, and yeah, this book series does have that a lot. But yeah, um, as far as that goes, I mean, this book was okay. Like, there wasn't a lot. It was mostly educational. There's a scene where the guy like howls at the moon, like at the like rally or whatever. So yeah, there's not a lot. Like, I had to look back on this book to try to figure out what else to talk about, like based on the werewolf stuff. They end up sneaking over to this guy's house, and they get caught. So the security guard guy brings them in, and they see that he lives in this really nice neighborhood, and the couch is torn, and there's a dog in there. Like, nothing crazy. Like, it's really reaching to be a werewolf story. Um, but yeah, the president also wants to change things. Like, he wants to have school at night and school during the weekend because education is his number one priority. And it turns out he just wants this so he can, I don't know, roam around at night. I don't know. Didn't make a lot of sense. Um, but yeah, he's also wanting to eat more healthy foods, like in schools, which is fine. And he actually enforces this law because they're already thinking, this guy's going to be the next president. And it turns out to be like dog food is what the kids think. So yeah, that's a little weird. Yeah, Werewolves Don't Run for President. I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. It wasn't my favorite in the series. Not even close. I mean, I give it a 3 because it was like a little educational. I think this is very fine for a kid to read if they don't know anything about certain things. I mean, in the back of the book, there's literally like a list of like histories of voting, for women and African Americans and different things like that. So I mean, this was fine for what it was. This just wasn't very entertaining to me. It was, an educational book, and let's face it, I don't want to read educational books. These are just for fun. But yeah, 3 out of 5 stars for me, guys. Please let me know in the comments if you've read this one. This is kind of a harder to find one, I think. Like, I don't remember seeing this one out when I was a kid. So yeah. 3 out of 5 stars for me, guys. Please let me know in the comments below. What did you think about Werewolves Don't Run for President if you read it? Or if you've read any of these books, what are your favorites? Yeah. That's it for me, guys. Bye.